Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the National Timely Action Hour podcast. This is the show where we talk about everything from comics to video games and everything in between. If you're new, welcome. My name is Aiden and I'm your host. Today we are on Season 2, Episode 8. And in this episode, I just want to talk to you about how I know that this is an old statement, but I thought I would throw my hat into this ring when I say that when it comes to live action films, Marvel characters are doing a lot better in recent years than DC characters. However, when it comes to animated films, DC has always churned out really quality films. And again, recently that has gone down in quality with the most recent films that they've done in the animated format. But for the most part, their animated movies are really good. And Marvel has a few good animated movies, just not as much as its competitor. So, for example, if they were to make an animated Spider-Man movie that either adapts a classic story or has its own unique story, that would be fantastic. Or one of any character that they have, like Hulk, Fantastic Four, Captain America, the Avengers, the X-Men, Doctor Strange. Any number of their characters could make a animated movie work if it's done correctly. But over at DC, they've got like a million Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Justice League animated movies that are all top-notch. And like I said, Marvel just doesn't have too many. The only ones that come to mind that are really good are Hulk vs., which came out in 2009, I believe, and Ultimate Avengers, which came out in 2005, I believe. So those are, over 10 years ago now at the time of recording, and the most recent one animated film that they put out was Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which came out in 2018, which was phenomenal, and it won accolades, rightly so, but 3 out of 10 attempts isn't really good, because DC has made over 100 animated movies that are great. And like I said, Marvel's probably only made 10 animated movies and only 3 are good. So what the heck, man? I mean, you guys are now owned by Walt Disney Studios. Do you not realize that the juggernaut that is Walt Disney Studios, that made its money by making animated films that are beloved for over 80 years now? They've been doing this, and they don't really like putting out animated movies anymore, and the ones that they do are not as good as what they could be or what the older ones have. But still, Walt Disney Studios owns Marvel Comics and Marvel Studios. How did they not think to make an animated movie based on a Marvel property with the Disney money? I mean, jeez Louise, man. They could be rolling in the cash right now and bringing fans back, because some fans, such as myself, are disappointed with the live-action movies that they've been putting out. And I've also been disappointed with the comics they've been putting out in the last few years, but that's neither here nor there. We're talking about animated movies based on these characters. They should be like Scrooge McDuck swimming in a pile of gold coins. It's ridiculous. Honestly. I can't even fathom how stupid they are for not doing this. It's like they want to fail as a company. Anyway, that's my little rant, and thank you for listening to it, and thank you for listening to my podcast. Stay tuned for the next episode, and have a wonderful day. I sincerely hope that you are doing great. Goodbye.